Hi, welcome. It's Ta here, and today I just thought I'd pop on and give you a little bit of a tutorial on how to use a foam roller. I know that this is a common, not specifically this rad one, but if you have a standard foam roller, all the moves that I'm going to do today are applicable to your foam roller. This is a rad tool, and I am so thankful that I came across this company because it's just beautiful, just their packaging and everything. So Axle, this is what I'm using, an Axle, and I'm going to share with you just some of their materials on what myofascial release is. And so I'll just kind of read what this is, this little sheet that they give us, a little cheat sheet on how the self-myofascial release works. So commonly we use a foam roller, but this is a little bit firmer, and it has these indentations in the roller, which actually helps with circulation as you're rolling, because there's a little bit of space in here that lets some airflow happen. So it's for releasing tension, of course. And why are we rolling? We're rolling to release the fascia. So what is fascia? Some of you may know what fascia is, and it is that fibrous tissue that covers the muscle. So when we release the pulls or the kinks in that myofascial, the fascia, we are releasing the tension, the stress in the muscle, and that brings more circulation, well-being, and all of that healing that we want. So let me just go ahead and read. Through techniques like compression and shearing, we're able to stimulate small receptors in our body that can help muscle and tissues relax and lengthen. Longer the muscle and less tension leads to all kinds of good things. Wide range of motion and increased mobility. So that's why we're doing myofascial release work. So there's 3 techniques that you can use with myofascial release. And if you watched the last video I did with the rounds on the feet and on the shoulders, excellent. I talked about the compression and the release technique. And so compression, point, release, it relaxes and then compresses. So you're compressing in, and then you just let it release to bring that contrast of the trigger point, push, 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 and then release. That's compression and point release technique. So that's the first technique. Second technique is flushing, and that's kind of what we're doing with this. We are flushing when we roll on a roller. That's the flushing technique. And flushing with these indentations, let me bring it closer so you can see. Flushing with these indentations in here absolutely brings in more healing and circulation with these spaces. And I've had different what do you call it? When you do acupressure or acupuncture, and you have the cupping technique at the acupuncturist, that's what happens here, where these little indentations create that suction in the back or in the body. Really cool. And then that third technique is sort of a shearing technique. So you're just going across the body, across the muscle. Really a great way to contrast the grains of the muscle. The grains are going this way, which you can do too, or you can go cross shearing. All right, so those are the 3 techniques. We're going to use the flushing technique with this Axle tool. So if you have a foam roller, you can go ahead and follow along if you're watching the replay. Love it. This will be on our group page. Okay, so Easy peasy. Follow along. This is awesome to start any sort of self-massage technique, is to give yourself a moment to rest right on your block or your foam roller. You can also use a bolster. Yeah, just a soft, soothing to open your chest and your heart. Really good. This is what you can do to utilize your foam roller. Just lay on it with the foam lengthwise and support your head with the block. Couple of breaths. Really good. Long exhale. You can set yourself up. Inhale. Exhale. Gotta love it. Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this. So if you only have 5 minutes to give yourself self-care, this is an excellent way to utilize that 5-minute break, opening the heart and soothing your chest. It releases the tension in the front of the body, which is exactly what we need because we've been doing so much of us looking down at our phones. This is a counter stretch for all of that tech neck that's going on right now. So I highly recommend just giving yourself 5 minutes on a bolster, a foam roller, this axle. You can even set 2 blocks up to do that. In fact, let me show you that. Really excellent and vital and important, same word, to come up with support. So use your elbows, turn to the side, come on up. All right, so if you do not have a roll oh my gosh, I'm so relaxed after that. If you don't have a foam roller, you can just set up a block. I'm just turning that for my head and then set the block up. Same concept. You would just move the block a little bit higher up onto the chest. Notice that I'm using steeple. Actually, it's called broken bridge. Knees coming together and the feet apart. This is a great way to support the low back. All really simple and easy concepts, and I take them for granted, but I'm just sharing them with you in case you do not know that if you're having a low back issue, that it is much better to bend your knees and support your knees than to have them laying flat because so much tensions. So this is broken bridge, knees together, feet in a wide V. And just let your body surrender. So same concept, just utilizing the block. All right, so you can stay as long as you want. I'm going to move on to the next process with the foam roller, as I decided to share today on a nice holiday weekend we're having. Okay, so I'll move these aside. And you may have guessed it. This looks exactly right for our upper back. And that's where I'm going to put it, upper back and shoulders. So setting the roll, the axle, right underneath my shoulders. Already I'm open a bit from the bolsters. So I'm going to really enjoy this now because I already started the opening. And all you do, it's counterintuitive because you move down to make this roll up. And then you move up to make it roll down. I like supporting my head because of neck issues for me. So you may have the same. You can support your head, or you can extend your arms crisscross on your chest. You can try that. And don't forget to breathe. I really enjoy just supporting my head. Yes. Letting that drop over, feeling the chest open, having some deep sighs, in through the nose, out through the mouth occasionally. I'm relaxing now. It takes me a while. Maybe you too, and just honor that. That's why we do this, so that we can relax our nervous system. Even do some things like rocking the knees from side to side as your chest is open. Remember, it's all an experiment for you to find what your body needs. I've been in this self-care yoga movement for so long that it's very natural for me to decide that I'm going to try something new with my body. So hopefully you can, just take a little bit of what you need from this and then find some other movements that work for you. And if you do, share with us, please. So this is great, back and forth, but remember to breathe. Inhale to center, exhale to drop. Letting the upper body be nice and heavy. Again, inhale, come to center. Exhale to the other side. Wow. Awesome. Back to center. Give it a little bit of roll. And now I'm moving, as my body wants to move. Moving it down. All the way up to that mid-back. All the way down. Wow. The more that you open your heart and your chest, it's joy, bringing in some joy and some wellness. Okay, you may not realize it at the moment, but this is a mood elevator. So the rest of the day, you start feeling like, wow. And you go, oh yeah, it's because I opened up my chest earlier. So yeah, take some observation skills to tie these things together. The more that you do your self-care, just fabulous. So, okay, so now I'm shifting. If you notice this, take a breath. Exhale, you can drop one elbow over to the side. And I'm using my hips and my feet to move. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Give that a little bit of open. Breath, very important. Natural arch and curve in the back. Bring it back to center. So all these things that you can do seated. This is just a yoga flow on the block. On the axle, on the roll, on the foam roller, whatever you have. Open it up. And then the other way. Lots of release through the mouth. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Find that compression. Oh, actually, the compression that I was talking about at the beginning, the trigger point release, you can do that by adding a little bit of pressure in as I lean over, and then I release it. That's the same concept, that compression, and then that release. You can do it right on the upper back shoulder. And a little pulsing. But this is my body, so you may have a whole different way of exploring this. But what I do recommend, please, is to take your time and not to rush. You get more of the cell wake up, the awareness, when you have this inner eye seeing in a slow fashion. So if you slow down your breath, if you relax your face and jaw, maybe you'll be able just to hang out and not feel so rushed, like you have to be on to the next thing, So try just that moving through molasses. Good. All right, so it's not on the sheet, but on the cheat sheet that you get with this, but I'm going to share with you one of my favorites. So I'm right here in the nape of my neck. There's a natural curve here in the neck. I lean my head right on that. Again, you could use your steeple mudra. I mean my broken bridge. Don't know why I'm calling it steeple mudra, because this is, I'll show you what steeple mudra is. This is steeple mudra. Sort of the same. Knees together, feet out. Broken bridge. So head supported. Rock the chin to the right. Breathing. Inhale, come back to center. Rock to that other side. Wow. Heavy in the low back. Good. Come back to center. Wow, I'm starting to yawn. I love that. Good. All right, come back to center. And then the other side. So this is neck, right at the skull meets the vertebrae. The skull, and then this bony rivet or exploration of this bone. Right underneath that is where I am. Good. And lots of tension in there. And so I'm feeling my head be heavy on this. And it's just rocking from side to side. You can see how this could end up being an hour self myofascial release. Because it's each isolation, each place takes about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Again, if you haven't watched the other myofascial release video, I did 10 minutes on each foot with the rounds, and I did 10 minutes on each side of my shoulders on the wall. So it takes time. You can give yourself that time. It's a beautiful thing. You'll feel so revitalized, energized. The headaches, the tension in the head. Yeah, so back and forth. Maybe you're doing this with me on the replay. Love it. All right, wow. Really good. All right, so anytime that you're transitioning, try to breathe. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the side. I'm going to come on up, and I'm going to shift to my side body. Okay. I'm recording this on the big camera, so I am going to shift the recording because I only have 30 minutes. There we go. Do that again. All right. Wonderful. Good. All right. So let's continue. So we're going to do our side body. Doing our side body with the axle. This is my routine for myself. Just having you join along. All right. So side body. Notice you can put your foot in the front, your foot behind. You can even stack your feet. What am I going to do? I think I'm just going to bring it in the front and then up through the side body. Wow. This is such a great place to massage. You notice how I'm just kind of playing around with it? Intense. Right up through the side. Wow. Right into the arm. This is hard. Woo! That's it. Amazing. Good. I'm gonna pause 1 second, take this off. All right, yeah, good. So you can see me. I noticed that you couldn't see me there. So continue, keep breathing if you're with me. Side right underneath the ribs. just up and down. So just to let you know, I have the big camera going and I'm recording in a higher definition. So I'm going to use some of these clips for my YouTube channel. Okay. So that's you're kind of behind the scenes with me because that's what I'm doing. This is amazing. So this is that side oblique massage. Okay, I'm going to make sure I do both sides and breathe. So lately I've been getting massages and my masseuse says this is the place, especially for women my age, that needs flushing out. So this is an excellent movement for me. Right here on your obliques, right on this side. So I'm coming to my elbow, supporting my head, and just giving it a nice up and down. Trying to relax because it's so intense. Sometimes it's hard to really surrender into it and do that slow down, mental slowdown that I was talking about earlier. Mental slowdown. Just take your time finding those spots. Maybe do that compression and then that release. That compression and then the release. It's the same thing. And then the flushing is just rolling it along. Wow. Yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you. I was planning on doing this for myself, so I wanted to utilize my time wisely. Might as well have you join in. I know that it is a gorgeous day here in San Diego, and most of you are outside right now, but you will have the replay. So enjoying that time and then come out. Come back in and give yourself some self-care. So if you're watching the replay, I love it. I'm so glad you're here. Wow, this side needs more. Oh, I found a spot really intense. So I'm leaning onto that spot. I'm leaning myself back, taking a breath, and then rolling forward. So it's just even that subtle movement back and forth creates powerful release in the knots and the congestion, because you have congestion, and then as you massage, you're releasing that and bringing well-being, circulation, all of the healing into that place. So yeah, fitness is all great, and doing all those strengthening exercises that we do through our workouts, really good. But if you're not allowing the release of tension, it's not as beneficial. So highly recommend finding a self-massage. Okay, so we did the armpit, we did the sides. Now let's go back to the middle back. I just want to play with rolling all the way down again. It feels like I need that. Take a breath. Actually, I'm going to move it up a little bit. You want to make sure you have space. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way up and all the way down again. Notice how it went all the way down to the low back this time, and I'm supporting my head. What a great routine. Start with that. If we'll recap, we'll start with the bolster and the chest opening in stillness. And then you start next your shoulders, then the neck, went to the side, obliques. And now we're doing the full back one more time. Good little workout. Wow, it's like you don't want to stop. Good. And it keeps moving up, so you may have to adjust. Move it back down. One more time. I'm going to do it one more time. So I just had a thought. Jaden, would you like for me to massage your back?
Sure.
All right, come on over. All right, this is fun. Okay, Jaden, go ahead and lay down. All right, I have a guinea pig. Shish kebab. This is it. Actually, can you hold on 1 second? Just relax, take a couple breaths, and I will bring the rod. Hold on. Nice. Good, some fresh energy in here. Love it. Okay, so I put the rod through the hole here. Naturally fits in. Have little hand grips. And it goes right up and down his spine. How's that feel? Good? Yeah. So we have 2 sizes. This is the axle. And then, why don't we compare? You want to compare the other one? I'll show you what the other one is. It's right here. The littler one. The Helix. Which one do you like better? Oh, is this one more intense? Cool. And you can get onto your knees. Great way to give somebody else a back massage. Beautiful. Excellent. Good job. Thanks for joining in. Nice. All right. You're free to go. Thank you. Good. All right, so since I have this tool out and ready, show you what you can do. It's a great segue after what we just did with that larger roll. If you need, well, this is important. If you gradually work up to a harder surface, this is a nice soft sort of foam rolling. Start with that and then move to just the rod. And you may have, maybe a rolling pin. That would work too. Just up and down the thigh. Wow. Amazing. I just love rolling my IT band. So I think this is exactly what I would have done for myself. The neck and shoulders, chest, and then give it a little bit of stimulation on the legs. Really good. Could use this for the calf, all throughout the body. I mean, all throughout the legs, actually. I was thinking, because I wanted to show you how this has an indentation. That can be right there for your shin. So you're not rolling the hard surface on that shin bone. Just a great setup. Really good. All right, so then you want to make sure you balance out your sides. So I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on my right leg, on my left leg. Give it a roll. Remembering to breathe. Soften the jaw and the face. Yeah. Just ideas to get yourself inspired for self-massage. Get that out. This works better for me. I mean, this is nice. Maybe you're new to self-massage and that you need to start slowly. So you would go slowly with that foam roller first and then move to the harder rod. Not as sensitive as my right leg, but still effective. Finding those spots. You can even do that shearing. Well, this is shearing actually, and then this is the flushing. Right? Remember I was shearing at the beginning? The flushing is going across or along the lines of the muscle. Wow. Yeah. Flushing and shearing. Yeah. We haven't fun yet. Amazing. Good. All right, and then that calf. Give this calf a little bit of love. And then right for the shin, putting those two things together, up and down. Right into the ankle. Oh my gosh, you guys, this feels amazing. Really good. Just want to, share my love of self-massage, especially now when there's not a lot of hugging going on. We're in the middle of opening up, and hopefully that will be sooner than later, getting our hugs back. But that self-love, that touching, if you haven't watched the Abhyanga live, that was excellent too, where we're just massaging the body with oil. These two go hand in hand. Maybe you have a whole spa day where you're doing your Abhyanga oil massage, self-love, and then you give yourself another hour for massage. Okay. Uplifting your mood, helping you sleep, releasing tension if you have headaches, getting you out of the mind and into the body. Essential for fine-tuning your intuition, because it comes down to tapping into that inner guru, and this is how you do it. It's not from the mind. Getting out of the mind, the busyness of pros and cons, and get into that instinct, that gut, that sense of inner knowing and wisdom. This is how you do it. So it's beyond the body. I think I'm going to do this IT band again. But all right, guys, I think that's enough. Yes. Good job. Thanks for watching. If you watched that replay, let me know if you have any questions on how to utilize these tools. Fabulous. So have a great rest of your day wherever you are. And thanks for watching the replay.